Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another edition of What's Moving in the Forex Market, brought to you by myself, Kurt Capra, and T3 Live. So, this week, I wanted to highlight the US dollar yen as I believe this has the potential to, over the course of the coming weeks and maybe even months, put in a really significant move lower. Now, before I get into that, let me first also make it clear that it is possible to lose money trading, and this is for educational purposes only, shouldn't be construed as investment advice. So, with that said, this is a daily chart of US dollar yen, and I mean, really, over the last couple weeks, it's been somewhat sideways. You had this move up, then came down, tried to break lower, couldn't do it, popped back up. Now it came back down last week, and here we are today, this morning, and things are looking a bit weak. We've broken under the low from Friday. Now the question is, can we continue lower back to this prior low, or is this going to turn and reverse back to the upside? Now, as you can see here, I actually have a short position on in this particular pair. I've had this position on going back to around here, prior to Yellen's comments coming out of the Jackson Hole meetings. But in any case, let me show you why I'm looking at this for a longer term move lower. So first of all, here's the daily chart, and if I squeeze it up a little more, you can see this long term downtrend. Right? And we've been hanging down here near these lows for some time, right? Really going back to around early June when we first started to flirt with this area right around 100. So it's been bouncing around here for some time. We had this double bottom strong move up, but it came all the way back down. Right now it's tried to once again move off those lows, and once again it's getting rejected. So we can see some increasing overhead supply building into this. Now, if we go to the weekly chart, you can see here the weekly started with this rounded top, which I actually highlighted in a prior video. Price has come all the way back down, and again, you see the downtrend in place. You see the attempt to move up from the lows without any real follow through. So I'm thinking that we will come back to these lows, and not just come back to the lows, but break these lows and begin to move deeper into support levels. So if I'm to draw a line on here to show you, I mean, we could easily be coming back down to the low 90s on this US dollar yen pair. That's what I'm going to be looking for as we head into the end of the year. So is this something I think happens overnight, tomorrow? No. But with time, longer term, I think that is where this US dollar yen pair is headed. Right? And even just to give another perspective, here's the monthly. Again, sharp move lower, deeply penetrating this support. So, and by the way, came all the way up to the top of this resistance. So, this really is all you need. I mean, support and resistance level. So we rallied all the way up, hit that top of that resistance. Now we're coming back down, and am I saying we come all the way back to these 2011 lows? No, not necessarily. I mean, is it possible? I would never say it's not possible, but I don't see it at this point, and I wouldn't necessarily suggest that right now. So looking at things here for what they are, weakness, right? Push through that support, try to move up last month with the bottoming tail, so far, and we're about midway into September, but so far it's not following through. And if that fails, it really will probably start to gain some momentum towards this low 90s area that I have highlighted here. So that's what I'm looking at here with the US dollar yen, bigger picture, longer term move down. I think a lot of what we've seen on this daily chart over the last month and a half or so has just been a lot of digestion, a lot of just absorption of any demand that's coming in here, ultimately which will send it lower, right? It's going to resolve itself to the downside. So that's what I'll be looking for. And again, I do have a position on in this. I actually sent an alert out to get short this pair, this US dollar yen pair. When I took the position as well. So I do have an alert service that if you're interested in, you can contact us here at T3 Live regarding. But until next time, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, you can always ask those in the comment section below. But have a great day, and we'll talk again soon.